Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. This is our first session after vacation. I know you all are eagerly waiting and thinking when school will reopen because you want to meet your friends, missing your classrooms, playground, and all those things which you were enjoying at school. Student, remember that changes are very important in our life, and the big change is that we have started our learning from actual classes to virtual classes. This is a challenge for you and all the teachers to make our teaching and learning process successful. Students, today in this session we are going to discuss about mathematics. Students, maths is not list of rules to be remembered. Maths is a way to look at the world that really makes sense. Maths is not any more dull misery, but it is challenging, stimulating, and even fun. Most of the students feel that math subject is very difficult and boring. But today, in this session, we will see some points where students can overcome their fear about this subject, and this session will definitely help them to develop the interest to learn this subject in easy way. Students, these are the objective of today's interactive session. After this session, you will be able to understand the work and contribution of our great Indian mathematician to the world in the field of mathematics. You will be able to develop the power of self motivation for studies, and you will understood what is the importance of self motivation and self learning to complete the task. You will be able to define mathematics, and you will understood what is the meaning of mathematics. You will understood what is aim, need, and importance of mathematics in our daily life, and how we are using mathematics in our daily life to complete the different types of activities. You will able to understand how the mathematics is helping us to think reasonable and creative. It will help to develop the ability of problem solving and self confidence. You will understood how math subject is helping us to apply the learned mathematical concept in our daily life. You will able to understood importance of basic concepts, skills to learn the mathematics subject, and how we can develop these skills to make our learning easy and simple. You will understood the objectives and the syllabus of 7th standard mathematics, and then in the last you will be able to understood how we should use and how we are using the technology for learning in positive way. So all these topics today we are going to discuss in this session. First we will see great Indian mathematician. Students, there is a big list of Indian mathematicians, but today in this session we are going to see few of them. Then we will see self motivation for studies, meaning, aim and need of mathematics, importance of mathematics, use of mathematics in our daily life, development of 4 basic skills to make maths interesting. Then we will see basic maths concept for secondary level. Then we will see objective and introduction of 7th standard syllabus. And then we'll see in the last the use of technology for learning. Students, maths is very wide subject. Application of each mathematical concept is very important to understand this subject in a better way. We should be very proud because the list of our Indian mathematicians is very big. Now we will see few of them. Students, We all know that we celebrate our National Mathematics Day to remember mathematician Sri Nivas Ramanujan. Students, do you know that Ramanujan, the mathematical genius, taught himself after he dropped out of high school due to his failure in the English subject? He taught us a greater valuable lesson that failure is not permanent, as he did let his failure bring him down and continue to teach himself mathematics, which he was passionate about. He has been the inspiration for many mathematicians, not just in India but all over the world. Our second Indian mathematician is Aryabhatta. We can't forget this name because he found the zero, and we can't imagine our number system, and we can't calculate any number without zero. He also found place value system, approximation of pi, summation of series of square and cube. Our third Indian mathematician is Shakuntala Devi. Student, Shakuntala Devi is first Indian female mathematician. She was also known as human computer because she was calculating largest to largest number accurately without using calculator, and her calculation speed was faster than computer, and that's why she was known as human computer. She was extremely talented in her computational skill. She also did Guinness World Book of Record. See students, we always remember the people and we always recognize the people by their work. Now also we are remembering these mathematicians just because of their work. So work is very important. Students, we all know that experience is best teacher, and every experience is our learning experience. Now today in this session we will see how we can self motivate ourselves to do the different thing. How we can use this self motivation to develop our personality. First of all, you have the faith and trust in yourself. You should always believe that you will be able to do anything and you will make your work successful. You should have positive view and attitude towards your work and towards your surrounding. It is very important to be self motivated. You should be always ready to learn new things, and you should be always be a learner. It is very important. When you will be a learner, it is easy for you to learn anything in a easy way. Students, do not afraid from mistakes. Mistakes always give us the opportunity to find the other ways to solve your problems. Students, just imagine, without mistake, how will you get to know where you should need to do the improvements, what kind of changes you have to do to get the answer? So mistakes are very important, but after doing mistakes, don't repeat those mistakes again and again. Learn from your mistake. It is very important. So always learn from your mistake and do not repeat them again. Always give the opportunity to yourself. It is very important. When you are doing something, always have a faith that you can do it. Don't say it, I can't do it. Always say, yes, I can do it. So always give the opportunity to yourself. Create and have different logical questions related to any subject. If you are learning any subject, if you want any new concept about that subject, so you can ask yourself, what will be the question I should ask to the person which in back I will get the correct answer, and my question will fulfill from that answer. So always have and create different logical question to the related to that concept. Do not ask the question to your own abilities. It is very important. Don't feel that no, I can't solve that problem, I don't have that confidence. Never say that. You always just try it. whatever will be the result, but you should always try and always give the opportunity to yourself to do that activity. Always have positive self confidence about yourself. It is very important. Lots of people, they are having self confidence, but sometimes what happens that self confidence overcome your personality. So it is very very important that you should have the self confidence in positive way. Now let's see why self confidence is important and how we can use this self motivation to develop the self confidence. First of all, self motivation help us to build the self confidence. It helps us to think logical, reasonable and creative. It helps to develop the self esteem, the self respect, and the power to solve any problem successfully. Self motivation also gives us the strength of self confidence. It helps us to decide the higher goals of our life, and it helps us to achieve those higher goals. It improves the mental strength, and that mental strength help us to improve our physical strength too. It gives us the power to face the problem instead of avoiding. So it is very very important that self motivation always motivates to face the problem instead of avoiding. It develops the view to change our own personality in positive way, because self motivation always give us the opportunity to introspect, to evaluate our own work. So it is very very important, and this self motivation also help us to be a good human being, because it totally change our personality in positive way. So it is very very important that you should motivate yourself when you are doing anything. Now let us see what is the simple meaning of mathematics. What is mathematics? Mathematics is the science that deals with the number system, logical shape, quantities and their arrangement. In mathematics we have seen all these things. Number system is there, different numbers are there, we are using different operation, we are calculating them, we have seen different logical shapes, and we have seen how all these things are arranged in systematic way. So mathematics is the science that deals with the number system, logical shape, quantities and their arrangement. Then second simple meaning is that mathematics is an art in its own right. Beauty in the form of theorems, logical and numerical relation. You have seen all these things are linked together. They all things are connected to each other. So one concept is related to the another one, and that's why mathematics is an art in its own right. Now let's see what is the aim of learning mathematics. There are four basics aims are there. First is practical aim, social aim, disciplinary aim and cultural aim. These four basic aims we should consider when we are learning mathematics. It is very very important. Now let us see the objective of these aims to learn mathematics, how these aims will help us to learn the mathematics, and how these aims will help us to develop the interest to learn the mathematics. Practical aim is always help us, and it develops the clear idea about the concept. See, mathematics has numerous application in one's daily life, maybe during shopping, planning, different activities requiring, and all these activities requiring time calculation. We can utilize the various concept of mathematics in multiple situations to complete the task. This is the most important aim of mathematics. It develops the clear idea about that concept, and after that clear understanding, we understand that concept very well. It develops the mathematical skill, because we use all those things. See, practical is about the combination of theory and the work experience. So it develops the mathematical skill to use the mathematical problems into a new situation. It helps us to develop the correct appropriate approximation, and it also makes the person skillful. Proficient means skillful. Our second aim is about that this social aim helps the individual to understand and participate in general social economic life, because mathematics and society are closely related. Mathematics is being extensively employed in a planning and developmental program of society. For example, while construction of roads and bridge, it concepts like measurement, time, and any other concepts are also used to do and to make the programs for the society. It also provides the knowledge for adjusting with the society. It also develops social and moral values, and with the help of this aim we can interpret the social and economic phenomena. There are different concepts are there related to social and economics where mathematics used. Now, third aim is disciplinary aim. This disciplinary aim help us to exercise and discipline our mental faculties. The aim of disciplinary aim develop the characteristics such as accuracy, reasoning, problem solving skill, and truthfulness. It help us in intelligent use of reasoning power, help us to be original and creative thinking. This aim definitely hammers our brain because it helps us to be a creative and reasonable. This aim help us to make the individual to become a problem solving, self-reliant and independent. Now our fourth aim is cultural aim. Now, cultural aim develop an aesthetic awareness about the mathematics. We can enable to appropriate the role of mathematics in cultural traditions. It also provide mathematical ideas, aesthetic and intellectual enjoyment and satisfaction for the creative expression. See students, when you solve any mathematical problem, after getting answer, the satisfaction after solving that question, that enjoyment, it really gives you the satisfaction about your work. So all these aims are very important to learn the mathematics. Now let's see why we need and importance of learning mathematics. Definitely this subject encourages us and develop the logical thinking, because every concepts are connected to each other. When you solve one problem, the second problem is connected to the another concept. So it always encourage and develop the logical thinking. It help us to develop the self confidence, tolerance and open minded. It help this subject help us to learn mathematical concept to used in a new situation. We can use those learn mathematical concept in our daily life for good work experience, because work experience give you the idea to understand that concept in a easy way. This mathematics creates and promotes analytical thinking. It also develops the power of problem solving, and it also improve our problem solving capacity. The subject aware about the time management. Here in mathematics, time management is very important, and especially for the computational skill, this time management will definitely help us if you are aware about the time. Mathematics also makes the person reasonable and creative, because when we are solving any problem we have to go to the root and we have to find out what is the reason of that problem. So it gives you the way to find out the solution. It also help to understand the world better, because we know that mathematics is all around us. Wherever you go, mathematics is there. We are using the mathematics knowingly and unknowingly, and it also provides the advancement of knowledge, because mathematics is a very wide subject where you will get everything which is related to the mathematics. Now let us see how we are using mathematics in our daily life. As I said, the mathematics is everywhere. Knowingly and unknowingly we are using mathematics. Let's see some few activities where we are using the mathematics in our daily life. This subject is related to the languages like English or any other language. It is related to geography and history, where time and the different calculations are there where they use the mathematics. We also use the mathematics when we are handling money. We are able to read and calculate the number for the different purposes. When we are going for the shopping, we are handling the money where we have to use the basic operation to do the calculation of money. We are using the mathematics when we are constructing buildings, road and many other places. When we are traveling, it is help us to make our traveling easy by calculating time, speed and money. It also help us when we are using the correct proportion of any food ingredients when we are cooking. So proportion makes our cooking better. We are using the mathematics when we are making the monthly budget, using to make the monthly budget by using the basic operation like addition, subtraction and multiplication and division. In medical science also we use the mathematics when we have to count the blood cells, blood pressure, heart and pulse beat and other medical purposes also we use mathematics. And the most important thing is that we use the mathematics in technology using it widely to make technical program, software and to run the system. So we have seen the few activities where how we are using the mathematics in our daily life. So we have seen how this mathematics help us to complete our task in a easy way. Now let us see the four basic mathematical skills that we have to develop and we should develop to learn the mathematics comprehensively. Comprehensively means to understand. To understand this subject in a better way, you should remember the four basics mathematical skill. It is very important. There are other skills are also, but when you are considering the mathematics, you always remember these four skills. The first skill is problem solving. It is very important. Problem solving skill will help you to find out the answer of different mathematical problems. So and the problem solving always these skills will help you to face the problem instead of avoiding. Not only in this subject, but it this skill will help you in your real life also to solve the other problems. Then second is application of mathematics. This skill is very important. After learning, after understanding the mathematical concept, you should be able to apply those mathematical concept in your daily life or into your new situation. It is very important, because to understand it better and to understand how these mathematical concepts are running in our daily life. Then third is estimation and approximation. This is very important. When you started to solve the problem, when you started to apply the mathematical concept, estimation gives you the idea to round up the answer near to the correct answer. So it gives you the rough idea about the answer. So when you estimating the any problem near to the solution, it is easy to solve that problem in a simple way. So estimation and approximation is very important. And fourth, which is very basic, that is computational skill. Computational skills, it includes the basic operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Whatever number you take, you should be able to solve and you should be able to use those basic operations to calculate the number. So remember, these four skills will help you to develop the interest to learn this subject and to understand this subject. Whenever you start to learn whatever problems you are solving, you have to remember these skills, and this skill definitely help you to understand this subject in a better way. Now let's see what are the basic concept you should know for this level in 7th standard. What kind of concept you should know to learn the different concepts which are related to these concepts. Now first is number system. You should have the basic idea about the number system, the arrangement of the number system, the different types of number system, how the different operations we are using to calculate the different number, how we can interpret the numbers, how we can arrange them. All those basic idea you should have about this number system. Then second is expression and equation. You should know the basic meaning of what is expression and equation, how we can interpret the expression and how we can solve the given equation. So you should have basic idea about the expression and equation. Now third is geometry. Geometry, in this you should know the basic shapes, the basic construction of the different geometrical shapes, the properties of basic shapes, how we can use, and you should be able to construct the basic figures of geometrical shapes, and after that you should be able to understand how these geometrical concepts we are using in a different situation. Fourth is mensuration, where measurement is there. You should know how we are using the different units to measure for to how we are using different units to measure different kinds of units, like for example, simply we can take the kilograms, grams, centimeters, kilometer, all these things. And the second thing is you should know the how to convert the units in a different way. Then fifth is data analysis. You should have the basic idea about how we can record the data, how we can collect the data, how we can order the given data, and how we can interpret the collecting data in a form of bar graph, form of pictograph. So you should have the basic idea about this concept, and this basic concept will help you to learn the different concepts which are related to this concept. Now let us see what are the objective of 7th standard mathematics. After learning this subject, what should be your learning outcomes? What you will learn from this subject? So first, that you can multiply and divide the integers. The first lesson is about the integers. Then you will be able to interpret the division and multiplication of fraction. You can use the algorithms to multiply and divide the fractions and decimal. See students, all these things we are going to learn when we start to learn our lessons. So after learning a lesson, what should be your learning outcomes? Now we are seeing that you will be able to solve the problems related to the daily life situation involving the rational number. So we are going to learn about what is rational number, how we can use the different examples to solve the problems, and how we can use the rational number to the daily life situations. You will be able to use the exponential form of numbers to simplify the problem involving multiplication and division of large number. You will understood what is the meaning of exponent and how to use the form of exponent of numbers to simplify the problems. You will be able to represent daily life situation in the form of simple equation and solve it. you will be able to add and subtract algebraic expression. You will understood what are the algebraic expression, how you can use them, and how you will solve the addition and subtraction of algebraic expression. You will be able to distinguish quantities that are in proportion. So you will understand what is proportion and how we can distinguish quantities. Then you will be able to solve problems related to conversion of percentage to the fraction and decimal. So and also you will understood how to solve the conversion of decimal to fraction and percentage. You will be able to calculate the problems of profit loss percent and rate percent in simple interest. So we will see the you will able to solve word problems also related to the profit loss percent rate percent and simple interest. You will be able to classify pair of angles based on their properties as linear and supplementary, complementary, adjacent, vertical and opposite, where we will see the different types of angles and how you can classify them by their properties. You will be able to verify the properties of various pairs of angles. So after learning that concept, you will be identify and verify which are what type of angle that is. Then you will be able to find out the unknown angles of triangle when its two angles are known. You will be able to what is congruency of triangles. Congruency means the similarities between the angles. Then you will be able to identify and draw various 3D objects like sphere, cube, cuboid, cylinder. You will be able to identify and draw them. You will be able to collect and arrange the information in the form of pictograph and bar graph, and you will be able to compare the quantities using ratio in different situations. You can construct of different geometrical shapes using ruler and pair of compasses, where you will use a protractor. So using of different mathematical tools you can construct the different geometrical shapes. Students, you will be able to demonstrate and understand of line symmetry by identifying symmetrical three-dimensional shapes. You can create symmetrical 3D shapes. You will be able to classify triangles into different groups of different groups or types on the basis of their angles and sides. For example, isosceles, equilateral on the basis of their sides. You will be able to classify quadrilaterals in a different groups on the basis of their sides and angles. So students, these are the outcomes should be there after learning this subject. Now let us start to understand what is the syllabus of 7th standard mathematics. In this syllabus we will see how many lessons are there, and those lessons are about what concepts comes under in which lesson, what new concepts we are going to learn in this, what are the basic concepts are related to our previous standard. Everything we will see in this. Now students, there are 15 lessons are there. 15, and the first lesson is about integers. In 6th standard you have learned what is integers. Now in this lesson we will see the properties to do the addition and subtraction, multiplication and division of integers. Now in previous standard you have seen how to write the integers on number line, and here we will see the properties of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of integers. Then second lesson is about fraction and decimal. In this we will see multiplication and division of fraction by whole number and another fraction. We will also learn multiplication and division of decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. So here all these concepts we will learn in the lesson of fraction and decimal. Now third lesson is about the data handling. In data handling we will see about the equation, we will see how to solve the equation, we will see how to solve the equations, and then we will see application of simple equation. The third lesson is about data handling. In this lesson, we will learn how to collect and organize the data. We'll learn how to represent the data value. We'll also learn what is arithmetic mean and how to solve arithmetic mean, range, mode, median. We'll also see use of bar graph and how we can draw the bar graph for the different data. We will also learn about chance and probability. All these concepts we will learn in the lesson of data handling. The fourth lesson is about simple equation. In this lesson we will learn about equation, how to solve the equation from, and we will see how we can see the equation from solution to the equation. We'll also learn about how we can apply the simple equation, application of simple equation to the practical equation. All these things we will learn in the fourth lesson, that is simple equations. In fifth lesson, the fifth lesson is about lines and angles. In this lesson we will see different types of angles and line. Sixth lesson is about the triangles and its properties. We will see here different types of triangles and their properties, and because of their properties we will be able to identify and demonstrate the different triangles by their properties. Then seventh lesson is about the congruence of triangles. Congruence means the similarity. We will learn how the congruence about plane figure, line segment, angles and different triangles. Eighth lesson is about comparing quantities. In this lesson we will learn about ratio, percentage. We will learn how to convert the fraction into decimal, decimal into fraction, and how to convert percentage into fraction. All these conversion we will learn in this lesson. Then we will see how to estimate the numbers. We will learn about use and interpretation of percentage. We will also learn about profit or loss and simple interest. Everything we will see in this lesson, that is comparing quantities. Our ninth lesson is about rational number. In this we will see what is rational number. We'll see about positive and negative rational number. We'll see how to write the rational number in a standard form and how to compare the rational number. We'll also see how to solve the rational number with the help of different operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication. And we will also see the relation between two rational number with the different example. Everything we will learn in this lesson, that is rational number. Now our 10th lesson is about practical geometry. In this lesson, we will see how to construct the lines and triangles with the help of compass, protractor and ruler. Everything we will learn in this lesson. Our 11th lesson is about perimeter and area. In this, we will see how to find out the perimeter of square, rectangle and triangle. We will also see how to find out the area of parallelogram and triangle. And the third is we will learn here how to find out the circumference of circle and different terms which are related to the circle. In this lesson we will use the different formula to find out the perimeter of different figures, area of different figures and the circumference of circle. Everything we will learn in the lesson, that is perimeter and area. Our 12th lesson is about algebraic expression. In this we will learn the formation and the terms of expression, and we will learn about monomials, binomials, trinomials and polygons with the example. What exactly does it mean, monomials, binomials, trinomials and polygons? Everything we'll learn with the help of examples. We will also learn about positive and negative of addition and subtraction of algebraic expression. We will learn how to add and subtract algebraic expression, but before that we should understand what is algebraic expression and how we can use the different alphabets and numbers to express the algebraic expression. In 13 lesson we will see exponents and power. Now this is a new concept for you all. In that you will see what is exponent, how to multiply and dividing the power with the same components. We will also learn the decimal number system, and we will also learn the how to express the large number in the standard form. Now 14 lesson is about the symmetry. In this lesson we will see the different types of symmetry, and in 15 lesson the visualizing the solid shape. In this we will see about the plane and solid figures, and drawing of figures and different views of different figures, like we have seen 2D and 3D shape. Exactly same example we will see here. Now students, from this syllabus we get to know that all these topics are related to the basic concept. The number system, where we have seen the integers is there, rational number is there, whole number is there, fractions are there, decimals are there, related to the geometry. The lesson which is related, that is 6, that is line and angles. Sixth lesson, the triangles and its property. Seventh lesson, congruence of triangles. So all these topics are related to geometry. Now we have seen that data handling, it is related to the data analysis. The fourth lesson, simple equation, algebraic equations, algebraic expression, exponents and power. All these are related to the expressions and the equation. So we have seen that from this syllabus that all to learn all this concept we should know the basic concept very well. These basic concept will help us to understand and to solve the problems in a easy way. So student, you have a time, so if you are lacking in this basic concept, please solve more and more problem to understand the basic concepts. So every day solve 5 to 10 simple example to understand this concept, basic concept you can use. Now in the last, let us talk about the technology, how we are using technology. See, technology also has two sides. If you use it in a positive way, definitely it is advantageous for us, and if we are using in a negative way, definitely it is disadvantageous for us. Now let's see how the technology is useful for us. Now technology provides us addition opportunity to see and interact with mathematical concept we have taken. Not only in mathematics, in other subject, in our daily life we are using technology for to do the different tasks. So technology is giving us the opportunity to learn and to understand it better. For example, if I want to understand the mathematical concept, if I Google about that subject, so I will get the answer and method to solve that problem, to understand that concept. This technology also help us to develop the interest to learn the different concept through games, puzzle. Different activities are available on different networking social sites are there, where you will get the different knowledge to do the different activities. We will, if we have any doubts and if we are curious about to know what exactly it means, so technology definitely help us to get the answer in a quick way. It is a time saving and it is portable, it is movable, we can use the technology anywhere. And for distance learning, it is a best option to get the knowledge. Now also see, you are sitting at your home, I am sitting at my home, and we are continuing our learning and teaching process through the technology. So definitely the technology has given us the second opportunity to continue in our activities. It also creates the new ways to learn. There are different technological programs are there where we can use different techniques to understand the different concept. Not only mathematics, we can use for the different subject also. Technology help us to prepare for the future world. Definitely it is helping us to understand, and it is connecting to the world to understand the different to understand the world's phenomena in a better way, students. But it is depend on us how we are using these technology. If you I just want to suggest that please use the technology in positive way. It is very important. If you'll use it in negative way, definitely it will be harmful for you, and we should not use anything which is harmful for us and for our society. So student, here I am hoping that this session will help you to understand and to develop the interest to learn this subject. In the next session we will revise all those topic which we have learned in first lesson in the month of April. Thank you.